All right, good morning, guys. This is awesome. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, like 8 to 9 participants, and then you've got 3 coaches on right now. So we are going to throw in the get to know ya today, and how that's going to work. I'm going to let you know what the question is. We're going to go ahead and start warm up just like we would in class. Aaron's going to go through and unmute individually, let you know when you're unmuted, and you can have that chance to answer the question, and then we'll go to the next person. Okay, so just like with any of our classes, if you need to get a drink, make sure you have some water close by. If you need to sit, that's fine. Aaron's going to be showing some of the modifications today. I'll be showing without modifications. So if you want to watch Aaron during the show, if you can find Aaron's picture on your screen and click on it, it'll show Aaron. She'll be doing the same exercise but modified. If you want to watch it not modified, push on my picture and you'll watch me bigger. Okay. If you want gloves out and have your bag, or even just to put your gloves on to shadow box today, that's great. I've got mine out over here. I will be putting gloves on if anybody wants the gloves on with me. And we'll get ready to go here. I have my yoga mat. Second half of class, we're going to do on the floor or on your bed, or it can be modified seated if you need to. Okay. Again, we can always modify. And if you have a question or you need something, just raise your hand like school and we'll get that question going. And again, at home, if you want, I know we don't have music like we normally do in class, but feel free to kind of set your own little bit of background music. Don't do it on your computer, because then when you come on unmuted, it's going to play through everything. And again, these will be uploaded later for your use. I'm so excited that more are getting on and we can continue to reach most of you. Okay, so our get to know you today is, what is the first thing that you look forward to after this whole shelter in home and kind of self-quarantine process is over? Mine specifically, I've actually kind of enjoyed having a little bit more time at home with my kiddos and things like that, but honestly, I'm looking forward. I'm just not a homeschool teacher, and this has been, whew, let me tell you, it's been interesting. I've got some kids with some stubborn, strong spirits, and sadly, I think I passed that on to them. So that's partially my fault, but it'll serve them well in the future, but maybe not right now when we're homeschooling. Okay, our warm up, we're gonna start standing or seated. We're gonna start with a micro check, and then we'll go through everything else. So Aaron will start unmuting individually, and let's start with our warm up. So let's just start with rolling wrists. Let's roll ankles.
Anna, you're first.
What am I doing? Oh, go, move on. Sorry, I'm totally
Okay, neck rolls.
Richard, you're on.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm looking forward to smiling faces.
Yay!
Yay! Okay. Terry,
Yeah, I'm here.
Terry's on.
Slimmer.
Look forward to visiting with my kids and grandkids.
Oh, yes.
For sure.
Hey, slim forward.
Clark?
I'm here.
Oh, we see you!
No
We
kidding.
can see you!
Hey,
Hi.
up and
Oh,
down.
and there's Naya! Okay, Clark, what's the first thing you're looking forward to when you come back?
First thing I'm looking for when I come back. Well, basically, you.
Okay, marches.
Say that one more time, Clark. Basically what?
I want to see you.
Oh, you want to see us? Okay.
Yeah.
Good answer.
We like that answer.
Toes and heels.
Okay, Nina's on. Nina, what's the first thing you're going to do when you are let out?
Just a minute. How'd you mute it?
You don't have to mute it. You want she's talking.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we can see you. Nina, we can see you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go to a movie.
Yay!
Hey.
Yep. What I
Hey.
don't understand is how they think you can be 6 feet away from somebody that you're going through the grocery store trying to pay them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of.
Five rainbows.
All right, Nine, I'm gonna mute you. Clark is on there twice. Did Roger. Okay, Dave, what's the first thing you look forward to doing?
Golf,
Golf?
golf,
Golf course.
golf,
Figure
golf
eight.
shack stacked up in the corner.
Ha. Okay.
Sideways figure eights.
Okay, Tish.
Frankenstein.
Going to Florida to see my grandkids.
Yes,
I
flying
knew that was
and
gonna be your answer.
traveling.
Yeah.
Okay, Roger.
Going to go to Seattle, see my fourth grandchild before.
Go to where?
Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. Oh, gosh. That's a hot spot. I hope everything's good there.
Okay, T arms with a tap back.
Then they kick him off and I can't find him. Sorry. Okay, mute. Okay, Dave. Did Tim. Vicky.
Seeing my friends again.
Yeah, just social stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cross body push. You're gonna step to the side and push.
How about you, Tom? What are you looking forward to doing when you're out of jail?
Switch sides.
My time to answer.
Yeah, your time to answer, Tom.
Seeing all my friends and everything.
Sure. Good.
Good. Okay, deadlift. So slide the hands down, back straight, and up. So straight back.
Did I get everybody? Oh, Dawn. Dawn, can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Okay, what's the first thing? We can't see you, but that's okay. Can you see Aspen?
I can see Aspen just
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
What's the first thing you're gonna do when you're out?
Spend some serious time with my grandsons.
Aw.
Sure.
Okay, speed bag arms, walking forward and back, or just marching in place with speed bag. Reverse the speed bag.
Okay, Shanna,
What?
how about you? What's the first thing you're gonna do?
Oh my God. I need social distancing from my immediate family.
You're gonna go see everybody else. but
Side
them.
step.
I'm gonna get an eyebrow wax because my brows are crazy. All right, I am going on mute. So Aspen, I think that was everybody.
Okay.
Take the floor.
Okay, good. Now we're gonna go into our stretching. So wide stance. Remember, if you want to see some modifications, push on Aaron's picture. And if you want less modification, watch my picture. Reach to the floor. Deep breaths in and out. Push the ceiling away. Good. Pull over the left. Remember, you can pull forward, back. That's too high for the shoulder. Just pull across. And the other way. Okay, good. Let's go legs straight. Let those hands slide down. Remember, again, we're not, go to the side, not rounding our back. We're not arching our back. We're just keeping it nice and straight, sliding down. That's about my limit. If I start to go further, notice the top of my back bend, so keep that there. Little bend in the knees if you need to, and just push yourself away. Push your bottom back. You'll get a little deeper stretch. Okay, good. Arm across. The weather was beautiful yesterday, so I hope some of you guys got out for a walk. I went for several. Vicki already knows this, but we're doing a lot of work with my big shepherd, trying to get some of his behaviors switch in check. He's not a bad dog, he just has a lot of anxiety. So we got lots of time to work on that now, so that's been good. Okay, overhead. And switch. And like I said, for those of you that were on the other day, I've added a mat underneath me to give a little more contrast in the coloring. And hopefully my shirt, shorter pants will help with that as well. Okay, let's do wrists. Pull back. Push down. I don't know if you guys are seeing Shanna's messages. She's got to go, but she says, keep fighting, my friends. Other one, go up. Try to keep that elbow straight if you can. Push down. Good. Let's go right ear to right shoulder. Don't hike the shoulder. Let it relax. Slow roll to the other side. Hold it there. Again, let those shoulder blades relax. Okay, good. Now, if you have a chair, you have a wall or something, you could go up to your wall, put your ankle back, stretch back. You have the chair, you can hold on to it, or you can prop your foot up like that. Get those ankles stretched. So we're gonna get our heart rate up and our cardio work with our boxing to begin with. And then we're gonna switch into lots of strength training for our core and our legs and our glutes. Okay, shoulder, if you have a bag, if you have a wall, you can put your hand on the wall and turn away from it. If you have the chair, you can turn away from it. Switch. Okay, grab a drink if you need to. Those of you that are gonna wear gloves, get them on. I have an interval timer that's gonna go here. You guys will probably hear it. Since I have gloves on, I won't be starting or stopping it. It's just gonna go when it goes. So as these go, I know in class sometimes we'll stop and take an extended time. There's not gonna really be any stopping. I'm just gonna keep going. So don't worry if you get behind. Just catch up where you can, rest when you can. I'm gonna be out of breath as well. So like I said, y'all are getting me in shape as well. So this is gonna be 30 seconds on, 15 seconds of rest. Okay, so go ahead and get gloves on. Our first thing is we're just working on jab, and then we're gonna work through each punch individually. Then we're gonna start adding them together. Okay, so since we're doing 30 seconds on, 15 seconds of rest, this is gonna be pretty quick at what we're doing. So with that being said, if you wanna focus more on power or slowing your punches and working more on form, that's fine. If you want to focus more on speed, get your cardio and your heart rate up, that's also fine. Just know when you feel like you need to rest, that's fine. You don't have to keep going just because I'm going, okay? So our very first one is gonna be jabs for 30 seconds. When you hear this go, I'll also say start and stop, but there's gonna be a 5-second countdown to go. Okay, Go with your jab. Shift your weight. Get that glove turned. If you're shadow boxing, shove punch right into the camera. And Aaron will be doing shadow. Okay, rest. You got 15 seconds here. Now we're going into the cross. So the right coming across. Let me move this a little bit. You guys might be able to see me a little bit better over here. Okay, cross. So we're throwing that right. Get the glove turned to hit the bag. Weight shift through your hips. Keep them coming back to the face. Keep that left hand up. Okay, good. You're resting. Next, we're going to left hooks. So we're going to be here, left hook. Keep that staggered stance, or you can go side to side. Here we go, left hook. Weight shift, try to keep the feet moving. Focus on form. Don't just swing the arm. You're gonna hurt your shoulder. Step and push into it, use the hip. Okay, rest. Now we're gonna go into right hook. Again, don't just swing the arm. Shift and hit. Okay, here we go. Go, right hook. Keep it up. Okay, rest. Now you're gonna go into left uppercut. Okay, so again, here, coming up and in, not just here with the arm, shift the weight into the bag or your shadow. Boxing. Get that glove turned up, palm up. Okay, rest. Going into right uppercut. Again, get the glove turned over. You're coming up. Palm should be facing up. Here we go. And go. Right uppercut. Okay, rest. Okay, now we are going into jab, cross. Okay? Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Just over and over. You can do form and just hit soft. Do power. Whichever one works for you today. You can do power if you're shadow boxing too. You can still hit in the air with power. Okay, red. Pick up the speed if you want. Slow it down if you want. Work on the form and the weight shifting. Okay, rest. Now we're going to jab, cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. Jab, cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. Go. Again, you can speed it up if you want. Slow it down if you want. Work on the form. Okay, red. Okay, now we're gonna backtrack it a little bit. We're gonna go from the bottom up. Upper, upper, hook, hook. Upper, upper, hook, hook. Go. Upper, upper, hook, hook. Upper, upper, hook, hook. Okay, red. Okay, now we're going to hook, hook, cross, jab. So we're mixing that up a little bit. Hook, hook, cross, jab. Hook, hook, cross, jab. Hook, hook, cross, jab. Hook, hook, cross, jab. Okay, red. Very good. Okay, take a breather. Had a little alert on my screen. Okay, last one, free box, anything you want. If you have a bag you can move around at home, go around it. You can add some chips. Okay, rest, gloves off. Good job, guys. Get a drink. And we're gonna reset for the floor. I'm gonna be changing the camera position here a little bit, okay? Grab a drink, grab, if you want a pillow for head support. And I will probably be moving the camera around a little bit as we do this, guys, so you can get a look and the best angle for what I'm showing. I'm not really gonna be doing anything we haven't done before, but I know sometimes it can get a little confusing. So I'll try to get it kind of from this side. Okay.
Aspen, do you want me to, Tom's in a chair.
Okay.
Well, he's getting.
Yeah, if you want to do chair, I can show anything on the floor pretty quickly that would be modified.
Okay. So Tom, if you want to sit back down in your chair, I'll do chair.
Don't listen to my beeper. I'm getting it reset. Yeah, so if you want to stay in a chair, guys, that's fine. Erin will be in a chair and she'll show you ways to kind of work the same muscle groups.
And I
I'll
have
be on the floor.
and I have to stay unmuted.
Oh, I think Dave has a question.
Okay. I can't find him. Clark, Tish. I can't find him.
I can see him.
Oh, there he is. It doesn't have a, yes, Dave.
I'm not familiar with what we're doing here. Are we just stretching on the floor or?
We're gonna do some strength training on the floor, Dave, but if you don't wanna get on the floor, you can push on Erin's picture and she's gonna be doing the same muscle group seated.
Pushing, I need to push just her group.
Do you see Erin's picture?
Nope.
Can you slide across your screen? Like if you put your finger on it, can you swipe it?
Oh, there. Okay.
Okay, so on Erin's picture, click it, touch it, and it should make her bigger, not me.
I'm looking for her. Sorry, I wasn't.
No, you're fine. This is kind of new. This is not kind of, this is new for everyone.
Yeah. Us included.
Yes.
Actually,
I can't find your picture.
yeah, and it won't, oh, there, it did make him big, but I think it was big because he was talking. That's the confusing thing.
Oh, I'll stop talking.
No, that's fine. I think it's, I don't think you can click on a picture, Aspen. I've been trying to do it.
Oh, really?
I think who's ever talking is who is big.
I can see your name, but I click it and it doesn't do anything.
Okay,
That's Aspen.
so what I think Aspen needs to explain what she's gonna do, and then I will get on and I will explain, because then it'll flip to me in a chair. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep, very good. Okay, so what we're gonna do, guys, so like Erin said, I'm gonna explain it on the floor. Erin's gonna explain it seated. So it'll show her. If you wanna follow seated, you're gonna do Erin's explanation. Otherwise, it's gonna come back to me on the floor. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is gonna be 30 seconds of exercise with 30 seconds of rest, okay? And the very first one is we're just going to work on that low trunk rotation. So I'm gonna lay down, my knees are together, and I'm just gonna gently rock them side to side. Very gentle motion. Do not go so far that it hurts anywhere. We're just getting the muscles in the low back to relax before we get to work on strengthening. So Erin will show you in the chair now.
So if you're sitting in the chair, you can just toggle both your knees back and forth, side to side. If you need a little bit more trunk rotation, you can add a little bit of a twist in. But try to loosen up those hips and get those hips moving.
All right, here we go, guys. So everybody lay down. If you're ready, again, we're gonna have a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1, and start your rotation. Try to keep your knees glued together.
And keep your abs tight.
Yes, tight core. Okay, rest. So the next one we are going to do is that contract and relax of our corset muscle. Okay, that muscle deep inside that we've talked about activates if we cough. So if I'm laying down, I can keep my knees bent. here.
You got muted. You're fine.
Okay. So you're gonna tighten here. You're gonna act like you're gonna cough, and you're gonna feel those muscles tighten. We're gonna do that, and then relax, tighten, and relax. Erin will show you seated.
So hands on your lower stomach, and you're gonna cough, and then you're gonna relax. Cough and relax. You should feel these abdominal muscles kind of pull together. That's how you know you've activated your core.
It'll feel like you're bracing, like someone's gonna give you a punch in the stomach. And we're working on getting that flat back posture into the mat. So all I want you to worry about is that coughing. So go. You'll just go at your own pace here.
And if you have to cough, go right ahead. There's nobody else around to give you.
Yeah, cough in your own home if you need to make it happen. So you can do that. It'll tighten. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll turn the side. Watch my stomach if you need to. You see my fingers move. Okay, the next one we're gonna go to, this is kind of prep work for our strength training. We're gonna go to bridges. If you have a pillow handy, this is not necessary. I'm just showing you an option to help with your positioning. You can put a pillow or a yoga block between your knees, okay? For those that want the hardest version, I want you to put your feet out as far as you can from your bottom. The closer I get, the easier it is. The further I get, the harder it is. We're gonna bridge up, tighten the abdominals, and then lower down slowly. I want you for yourself to do like a 1, 2, 3 count, 1, 2, 3 count. Erin, you wanna show seated?
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is a partial sit to stand.
Yes.
So if you can watch me, I'm basically gonna pretend like I'm gonna put my hands on the floor, and then I'm gonna sit back down. I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna put my hands on the floor, and I'm gonna sit back down. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see me. And then,
Okay, you want to tighten your core before you lift, okay? Make yourself work. When you get to the top, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, push your hip points to the ceiling, and then don't just drop. Let it lower slowly, okay? Here we go. Again, you can put your feet out long to make it harder, bring them in to make it easier. Go ahead and go. Okay, rest. Okay, so we're gonna make that one a step harder, okay? We're gonna go to single leg bridge. So for those of you that want the hardest modification, you're gonna take that leg straight. It can be straight up or it can be straight out, okay? If you want a modification on the floor, bend the knee, but you're keeping one foot off the ground, raising up, 1, 2, 3, lowering slow. Again, the further I put out my other foot, the harder it gets, okay? And then Erin will show the modified sit to stand, like emphasis on one leg.
I think we'll just do a sit to stand.
Okay.
On one leg. So I think I need to back up some more. So let's put your left leg out straight and your right leg bent under you like you're gonna stand. And then you're just gonna do a single stand and then back down. We're gonna just do the right.
Okay, here we go. So everybody that's on the floor, let's put the left foot down, right leg straight up or straight out, or you can bend it. Go ahead and go. Slow raise and lower. Keep it controlled.
And you can also add in, if you're sitting to standing, you can also add in your big arm movement up to give you a little momentum to stand up. This is kind of a single leg squat, but you should feel it in your bottom, in your right butt cheek.
Okay, we're gonna switch legs for the next one. I don't know about you guys, but I really start to feel that in my glute, right at the junction of the hamstring. If you're not feeling it, you need to slow down, you need to push up higher, and you need to put your foot out further. You can even pull your toes up and dig the heel into the ground to get further into the hamstring, okay? So my left leg now is gonna be up or out. Okay, go.
And for the seated people, change legs. Actually, I'm doing the opposite of Aspen. Your right leg should be straight and your left leg should be doing the work. Big push up. Shanna, how's Tom doing? I don't have him on my, can you see him? Yes.
Okay, rest. All right. If you guys, and again, if you guys have any questions about these later, you can email us and I can, or Aaron or whoever can do a one-to-one Zoom to make sure you got what you needed real quick. Side lying clams. Okay, so I need everybody to shift to their side. I don't care which side you go to start with, just get on a side. Put a pillow underneath you here if you need to. You're gonna have your feet glued together. We're gonna raise up and down. Do not roll and do not rotate your shoulders. Everything here stays in one place. It is just my hip lifting. That is it, okay? Aaron will show you an option seated.
You're doing your left leg?
Yes.
You're gonna put your palm on the outside of your left knee. We're gonna just be doing the left side. And your palm is gonna give you a little bit of resistance. And we're just taking that left knee out to the side and back in. But your palm has to add resistance and push into your knee. Your knee is pushing out, your hand is pushing in.
Okay, here we go. Those of you that are, those of you that are at home, everybody's at home. If you have those TheraBands, like we have in the gym that wrap around, you can put these on and do this also. But no matter what, you should start to feel right through the side and in the glutes here. And it's not a very big movement. Okay, good. We're gonna rest on that one. The next movement we're going into, you're gonna straighten this leg out. So it's not a clam anymore. It's gonna be a straight leg abduction. We're gonna lift straight up, straight back down. You can put a little bend in it if you need to, if a straight leg's too hard. We are not glued together anymore. The leg is coming up and down. Again, don't rotate. Keep that foot facing the wall in front of you. Aaron will show how to do this one seated.
So we're gonna stand for this one. So you need to stand up and I'm gonna do it sideways. Hold on to my chair and I am just taking my leg out to the side and back in. And you're keeping those toes pointed straight ahead to the wall. You're not letting them turn out.
Okay, here we go. Again, slow movement. It's not a big movement. Should not be way up here. You're using different muscles. It's about level and then down. Slow and steady with it. You should start to feel it right through here. If you're feeling it too much in the front, I would check your foot position and make sure your foot is not turning towards the ceiling. Okay, rest. Now you're gonna switch sides, okay? So either roll I guess if you roll over, you can't see me very good. So I'll give you guys a chance to change position here. Those that are on the floor, gonna come the other way, get in our clam position, so our knees together and our feet glued together. Okay, so those of you, Erin, do you want to remind them how to do this one seated?
So we're changing sides, so now we're doing our right leg, and we're just lifting out to the side, a side kick, leading with our heel. Again, those toes are pointed straight ahead. Don't let those toes point out. And you really should only be moving probably about 2 feet, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Remember, feet are glued, little lift and down. Do not roll.
I'm sorry.
No rolling.
My fault. Actually, Tom, stay standing. We're gonna do this since we're standing, and then we'll do clams when they're doing the straight leg lift.
Okay, the next one we'll go to is that straight lift and down. It's coming straight up and down from the side. Remember, keep the toes facing forward. And you can keep this bottom leg bent to help you with your balance position here.
Tom, we're gonna sit back down, and Dave, sorry guys. And this is the one that you're gonna have your hand on the side of your knee, giving resistance and going out to the side. Only moving about 6 inches.
Okay, and everybody go ahead and go.
Just moving the right knee in and out.
Okay, rest. Okay, you guys almost got out of some plank options, but we're gonna make it work here because I skipped on my paper. Okay, so let me move this. Bear with me, guys, because I can tell you can't see me very good. And we're gonna move this. Okay, so stay on the side you were on just now. You don't have to rotate yet. And we are gonna go into a side plank, okay? So for those of you that are lying down, modified, you can keep knee down, feet together, elbow down. So like we talked about, I think it was in a Saturday class, we don't want the arm straight here. I want it coming up towards, I have a book piece here, so not here, here, okay? You're gonna lift up and we're gonna hold. You can place this hand here or here. Harder version, plant the palm. You're gonna come up into here. If you need to put the other foot in front, you can do that. Okay, Erin, you wanna show modified maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I would not use the chair.
No, like a wall or a door frame maybe?
A wall, and maybe put your elbow against it. Let me see if I can. You can see me over here. So you're gonna be out with your elbow. And you're gonna be just doing minimal letting your hips drop and then pushing your hips out.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. So raise up to your plank. Make sure you're breathing.
This one's kind of hard for us. Dave, Yep, Dave, let your hips fall in and then let them come out. Let them fall in and then let them come out. There you go. Step your feet away just a little bit and lean into it. Lean into that. I guess it'd be your left arm, right?
Okay, rest. Those that were doing modified, if you need to go a little bit longer, you can. Okay, now you're gonna go to regular plank. So roll from your side onto your stomach now, if you tolerate that. Modification is knees and elbows. So if I'm here, I can raise up to here, or I can go up to my feet from here. Notice I'm not in this position and I'm not arching, I'm straight. Or hands here, claw through the fingertip, and feet here. Keep that core tight. Erin will show standing.
So if you can see me, you're gonna take about 3 steps back from the wall, a flat wall, and then you're gonna lean into it. And because I have a very skinny door frame, I'm gonna use my elbows, and I'm just gonna try to hold that position. If I had a flat wall in front of me, I could actually put my hands out. Does that make sense?
Okay, here we go. Everybody get in their position and we're gonna hold. Make sure you're breathing. If you got your hands underneath you, don't put weight in the wrists. Claw through the fingertips to take weight off that wrist.
And remember to have those abs engaged, like someone's gonna punch you in the stomach. They're tight. Get ready for it.
Okay, good, rest. All right, come all the way down onto your stomach. Grab a drink if you need to, real quick before you do that. Next to you. We're gonna start working on some upper back here. Okay, so our first one down here on our stomach, and if you need support here, if you need to put a pillow under here, that's fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do eyes. So our hands are gonna be overhead. My forehead is down to the mat. I'm gonna raise up and down, okay? If my elbows need to stay bent, that's okay. We're not doing quick. I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades and come back down. When I say go, really try not to look at me because I don't want your neck up like this. It's gonna be down. And just lift and lower, slow controlled motion until you hear stop. And Erin will show how to do seated or standing.
So standing, you're standing with your back against the wall, like heels, bottom, head touching the wall. Arms straight overhead. And then I am going to, for an eye, I'm going to try to press the backs of my hands to the wall. And if you can see, I can't even quite get them there, but I'm engaging the muscles that I need to engage.
Okay, here we go. Slow and steady and breathe through it. Go. Okay, rest. Okay, the next one you're gonna go into is called tease. So again, your head's gonna be down. You're gonna raise your arms up and down. Don't hike the shoulders, keep the shoulders down. Again, if you can't get here, it's okay to have goalpost arms. We're still working that back complex. Erin will show standing or seated, whichever one, I'm not sure what you're doing.
Yeah, standing.
Okay.
So I am, again, against the wall. My heels are against the wall. My bottom is touching my shoulders and my head. And my arms are out straight. And I'm going to be taking them back. Now I'm going to turn towards the camera so you can see what I'm doing. I'm basically squeezing my shoulder blades together, where if I were standing against a flat wall, the backs of my hands should be tapping the wall. Does that make sense? But I'm standing in a door frame, so.
Okay, here we go. So again, keep that neck relaxed and go.
And for those of you standing, make sure you're really trying to keep that head against the wall. It's really easy to start to bend forward. It's hard on me, even hard for me to really think about it. Squeeze those shoulder blades.
Okay, rest. Okay, now we're gonna go into a Y. So it's not an I, it's not a T, we're in a diagonal here. Again, if you need to bend a little bit, that's okay. Thumbs up, so we're not here. I want a thumbs up. You guys can't see that, but it looks like that. Okay, and again, my head's gonna be down, and it's gonna look like that. Okay, and Erin will show that motion.
And again, standing against the wall, heels, bottom, and head, and my arms are gonna come up. My thumbs, Aspen said thumbs up. For us, it's thumbs back. And we are going to try to tap our thumbs to the wall. So I'll turn this way so you can see me in a wide position. And we're trying to tap our thumbs to the wall. And I'm putting
Okay, here we go. And go.
And it should be a very small movement, maybe 3 or 4 inches of movement.
Okay, rest. Good. Okay, you're gonna stay on your stomach. And then the standers will turn and face the wall. Probably what we're gonna do next is hip extension. So you are gonna be on your stomach still, and we're gonna be raising up off the mat like this. If you need to bend your knee and push your foot towards the ceiling, you can also do that. Try not to lift your hips up. They should stay flush with the mat. Okay, and we're gonna alternate these ones. So it's gonna be a kick, 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 okay? And Erin will show standing.
So I think standing behind a chair so you have something to hold on to is probably best. And we're going to try to alternate a small kick back. Now, you're not bending the knee, your leg is completely straight, and you're just pretend like you're trying to tap your heel on whatever is behind you.
Okay, here we go. Okay, alternating kicks on the floor or bent knee, pushing the foot towards the ceiling.
And for those of you standing, you should feel your butt cheek tighten.
Okay, rest. Okay, now we're gonna do alternating swimmers. So the arms are fluctuating on your stomach up and down, while the legs are also kicking up and down, okay? And then for standing,
Probably back on the wall, but you'll just be doing arms.
okay.
I think, unless you can think of something better.
I can just, like if the floor is my wall, And just do opposite arm and leg, come back away from it, like facing the wall.
Facing the wall, sure.
Okay, and go.
So opposite arm, opposite leg, going away from the wall.
Okay, rest. Okay. Now, for the arm that we missed on the side plank, those of you that are on your stomach, I want you to come to the side you didn't get a side plank in. Okay? So for me, that's my right arm. I did my left arm earlier. So get into that sideline position. Again, you can go here, but I want the arm facing the top of your mat or your towel. You can go from the knees, or you can go from hands, come up and stagger the feet. Okay? And then for standing,
You're just going to, I'm gonna put my back against you because I'm doing my left side now. And we just have our elbow against the wall. And we're trying to kind of touch our hip bone, bring our hip bone to the wall and then away from the wall. Just your pelvis.
okay, here we go, up in position. Make sure you're breathing, core is tight.
Maybe I should move to this side of you, you can still see me.
Ooh, my shoulder's shaking.
Woo.
Okay, from that position, go into hands and knees, okay? All right, this we're gonna go into bird dog. So Erin, I think you would probably do the same, like the alternating off the wall, arm and leg.
Yeah.
And on the floor, if you can't lift opposite arm and leg, my opposite leg up, tap the fingertips and tap the toe tips back there. And then bring them back to center, tap. Or do arm, back, toe, back. Arm, back, toe, back. Don't let your hips shift real big. Otherwise, you're off lifting opposite arm and leg, okay? And then for Erin.
Actually, I think standing with your hands on the chair seat and a flat back is good. And then you can lift opposite arm, opposite leg. If you have to do it standing, you can just do kind of like a slow swimmer that we did against the wall, standing.
Okay, so here we go. And these again will be slow and controlled and you're alternating, okay? So here, back down slow, switch to the other side. Keep that core tight. Remember when we worked on these in class and we put the stuff on your back and told you not to let it fall? Think that same thing here.
And remember your hip bones in the front should both be pointing straight down to the floor. They don't turn and twist at all.
Okay, good. And rest. Okay, the next thing, good news, we're winding down. Okay, we're gonna cat and cow, okay? Remember knee or elbows. Elbows don't bend. The elbows are staying straight. Don't lean into the wrists. You got those fingertips. You're gonna arch, curl your stomach up, and then down. Okay, and Erin will show standing or seated.
I think using the chair seat is great. Make sure your feet are right underneath your hips with just a slight bend in your legs, in your knees. And your shoulders are right on top of your wrists. I don't want them out here. I want them straight on top. And then we're gonna just push up, push our shoulder blades towards the ceiling, and we're gonna push our sternum towards.
Okay, there you go. You guys can go ahead and be doing these. You can't really ever do too many. I don't know if you guys can tell, when I arch up, I'm pulling this up, like my hip points are getting closer to my ribs. And then when I go the opposite way, they're getting further away from each other. They're getting close, and then they're getting further away, okay? Only due to the point of that it's comfortable, not painful. Okay, those of you that can, you're gonna stretch back into your child's pose. Dig those fingers again, trying to rock back to your hips. If you want an inner thigh stretch, you can open the thigh and come this way. Aaron will show how to get that stretch either standing or seated.
Trying to think. I don't know if there's
I can put their arms on the back of the chair and lean, or the couch or something, and lean into it.
So turn your chair sideways. Hold on to the top. You just have to be careful not to pull it over. You're just gonna pull straight back. You might have to step away from it. Don't tip the chair over.
Yes, that's not allowed. Those that are on the floor or standing, you can also reach your arms to the side. Deep breaths in and out as you do this.
And on the chair, you can walk your hands to one side of the back and then walk your hands to the other side. You should be feeling a stretch all through here.
Okay, those that are on the floor, back to hands and knees. You're gonna put one foot back, shift your weight back into that to get a heel stretch.
For those of you using a chair, you're just gonna lunge back and put that back. You're gonna bend your front knee, your back leg is straight, and try to get that back heel down to the floor.
Okay, switch legs. Okay, good. If you're on the floor, let's now lay down on your back. Okay, we're gonna go into our knee to chest. You can have the other leg straight or bent up. If you can get it straight, go for straight, because that gives a nice good stretch.
And modification would be to sit in your chair and just pull your right knee up to your chest.
And go ahead and circle the ankle here, pump it up and down. Get both directions. And then let's pick up to the ceiling, and you can go straight, or you can pump that, or you can hold it.
And for sitting, you're gonna put that right leg out straight and bend down and try to kind of touch your toes. And you should be kind of seated on the edge of your chair.
Now we're gonna take that knee across the body. If this isn't good for your low back, you can prop the ankle up on the other knee like a figure 4 stretch here. Otherwise, let it roll across. Try to keep your right shoulder down.
For sitting, you can straighten your left leg out just a little bit and pull your ankle up on your leg for a figure 4 stretch and kind of push your knee down. If you're not very flexible, you might have to kind of straighten that leg if you can't get it all the way up with it bent. To add a little bit of a trunk rotation, you can reach to the side of your chair. You can do both sides, actually. Feels kind of nice.
Okay, come back to center. We're gonna bring our left knee to our chest.
Pull your left knee up.
Circle the ankle, pump the ankle. Okay, now kick up straight. And again, you can keep it straight or you can extend and flex at the knee.
If you're sitting in the chair, straighten your left leg out and slide your hands down towards your ankle.
Deep, slow, controlled breaths here with your stretching. Now take it across your body. Try to keep that left, don't roll with it. Keep the left shoulder down. Try to keep that arm out. Or remember, you can put it across the other bent knee and push down here.
You're gonna bring that left knee up, or that, I'm sorry, that left ankle up on your, above your knee and push down with your left hand on your knee. And then you can add a little bit of trunk rotation.
Okay, good. Back to center. Give a full body stretch. Try to get those arms to stretch down towards the floor. Try to get the knees, let gravity pull them down towards the floor. And we're gonna work on deep breaths in and out here. So remember the breathe in through the nose, trying to do that for a 4 count. Filling your stomach, your lungs, the rib cage, and then your chest. Hold that for a few seconds and try to make the exhale longer. So, 6 to 8 seconds if you can, and you're gonna feel it reverse. You're gonna feel that come out. If you want, after you get that full stretch or to get the breathing first, put your hands on your rib cage so you can feel the rib cage expand with the breathing. When you have the breathing under control, reach the arms overhead and keep the breathing and get as long as you can.
You can do this in seated, or if you want to stand up, you can stand up and do the same. Reach up as high as you can. Take a big deep breath, fill those lungs.
Okay, do one big stretch as far as you can. Make yourself as long as you can. Good. And then those that are down, go ahead and come back up to seated or standing. Make sure you take your time as you need to. Woo, look at that crazy hair. And I had a chant for today, but I left it on my phone. And if I go away from my phone, it's maybe Aaron, you can pull it up without leaving the screen. I don't know if I can. It was in the Rock Steady affiliate group. Somebody made a chant for doing online classes.
Oh, okay.
And I screenshot it, but if I go to the screenshot, it's going to take me, but you guys can still hear me. So I could still do that. Okay, let me pull it up. Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that works.
You're just paused.
Okay, so when everybody is ready, I don't know if you have some other things you want to say, Aaron, and then I can say the chant for us.
Okay.
Look at all of you on. It's so good to see your faces. Oh, there's Jada.
Yeah, Jada made it.
Oh,
Hello.
whose dog's butt is that? Oh, it's Tim and Nina.
Dog butt.
Here, I'll give you guys a quick look at, here's my dog in her kennel passed out.
No.
We exhausted her. The other one is, yeah, not down here. You guys wouldn't see any bit of me if he was in here.
Yeah.
Hey, can I make a quick announcement for tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know, hopefully everybody got my emails, but I'm hosting a webinar tomorrow at 10 on falls and fall prevention. So if you didn't, you know how to get a hold of me, but you should have gotten an email and a link, and it's going to be the same setup as this Zoom call. So does anybody have any questions right now about that? And if you don't want to see me tomorrow, that's fine too.
Is it recorded?
I will record it, yes, but
Okay.
that doesn't mean I know what to do with it next. So,
I can help you with that. I can get
Okay.
you with like the YouTube thing.
okay. So does anybody have, raise your hand if you have a question about that. It's going to be, educational and then interactive. So you can ask questions at the end. You can, if we want to talk about the coronavirus, we can. If we want to just not talk about any of that, we don't have to. I mean, it's just going to be so educational and then some interaction. All right. Awesome job. You guys are rock stars.
Should I unmute everybody for the chant?
Yeah, well, sure. We can see how that goes.
Okay. Unmuting, unmuting.
Did everybody do okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a thumbs up from Roger.
Good talk.
Thumbs up from Vicky. Thumbs up from Dave. Thumbs up from Richard. Clark's giving a thumbs up. Nina's got a thumbs up. Tom's got a thumbs up. Yay! Vicky, could you see me any better today?
Yes.
Okay.
You're clearer, Vicky. You're better.
Yeah,
Better
Vicky.
light coming in.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so guys, I have a chant. We'll see how this goes. So I'll say it. You guys can repeat it after me. Okay. Hold on. Where did it go?
Oh, hold on. I haven't unmuted Clark or Dawn. Sorry. Dawn, sorry. I didn't take a picture.
No worries.
We left you out, Dawn.
Sorry.
I'm practicing
Okay.
being invisible.
Okay, so this chant was listed on the affiliate site that some of the other people were using in reference to today's Zoom cheer. One of their boxers wrote it for him, and I thought it was appropriate. Okay, so social distance requires a new norm.
Social distance
requires a new
Requires a new norm.
That Rocksteady is done in a different form.
That rock is done in a different form.
Done in a different form.
Start with breakfast and a dose of cinnamon.
Start with breakfast and dose of cinnamon.
Dose of cinnamon.
Then log in for the best class on the internet.
Again, for the best class on the internet.
That's on the internet.
Heck yeah, we're the best class on the internet. Okay. So yeah, I think it's kind of getting better each class. Like you guys did phenomenal today. Again, provide feedback if you need to through email. If you have any questions, reach out to us. That's what we're here for. Next class, Erin, I'll let you talk about that. So we'll go into next week, right?
Well, yeah, so this class I will put on YouTube, hopefully in the next hour or two. So you can find it on there. You can pretty much do it anytime you want to, especially over the course of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, till we meet again on Tuesday. These two classes would be great to kind of go back to, use if you want. Please take advantage of the great weather outside. Practice your big walking out and about. Just remember, I took a screenshot of some reminders for walking outside. So make sure you pay attention to cracked pavement. loose gravel, uneven surfaces. I can't read what that one says. Curbs, extreme weather, you know, if it's, I don't think really having that yet, except maybe if you're out early in the morning, it may be a little too chilly. Trip hazards, and slopes. So any changes in grade. So just make sure of that. And animal hazards, squirrels, bunnies. Up in Indianapolis, they actually have police that go out and fight off the geese that will attack you. So I don't think we have that here in Wichita, but anyway. So starting next week, I have you all grouped in 2 different email groups. If you're a monthly member, you'll receive one email. If you're a punch card member, you'll receive another email, and I'll give you instructions on all of that. If you are a punch card member, you have to respond back to my email requesting the link to participate. Monthly members, you won't have to. You'll just get it. So Vicki, Clark, you guys are punch cards. Dave, I think that's all. Maybe in this group.
The internet was off that announcement.
Say that again, Clark, I'm sorry.
Avoided the internet off the announcement. Just went into what should I say, frozen stance? Can you say it again?
Oh, did it freeze?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, frozen.
If you're a punch card member for next week, remember you have to reply back to my email saying, hey, Erin, I want the link. To get it, because this was kind of a show everybody how we were going to do things, and if you liked it and you thought it was beneficial, then and that can be for either the live feed, and remember Zoom is live. I think you guys all get this because you're on it, but I've had a discussion with a few other boxers on phone calls that just don't really understand the whole online thing. Zoom is live, YouTube is taped. Fall will have access to both, so you can choose how you want to do it. If you want to meet us on here for a live, oh, there's Dawn. We finally see Dawn.
I want to see Dawn.
And then, or if you want to just do it, maybe at 7 o'clock tonight on YouTube, you can do that. I did walk, Luane called me this morning, and I FaceTimed him and walked him through. He had a smart TV on his smart TV. So please feel free to do that. I did send out instructions for smart TV on an email on the 24th. Titled, I know you guys are getting tons of emails from me, and I so apologize, but the YouTube smart TV instructions are on today's class YouTube link that was sent out on the 24th. But just email me, text me, say, I can't find it. I'll send it again. It's not a big deal. Like I said, I know you guys are getting a ton of stuff from me, but hopefully next week it should get a little bit easier. I think that's all. Am I missing anything? Aspen, Jada?
And if
I don't think so.
the punch card members, when they request like the live for the Zoom class, they'll also get the YouTube link, right?
Yes.
Without it being another punch.
No, yeah, correct.
Just wanted to clarify that.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. And then even though you use that as a punch, you now have access to that class anytime you want it. So that's kind of the beauty of this platform that we're doing, is even though you've used a punch, it's not like you only get to go to the class once. You now have access to it until we ever, I don't know why we would ever delete it. I mean, maybe if Rocksteady was over someday, some reason, but I mean, you can use it when you're traveling, you could use it other days of the week. So just keep in mind, and that goes with the monthly members as well. I mean, you've got your link for forever. You can use it whenever you need to. So hopefully that kind of gives you guys a feeling like you maybe have an additional, yeah, we're not in person and it's still not the same as class, but you've got maybe an added benefit to the membership that you're keeping, that now you're able to have access to those classes anytime you want, to try to redo it. And maybe during the live, you had to do the modified version, but later you could watch YouTube tomorrow and you can pause it and start it as you
These
need
classes
to.
are on
I'm
YouTube.
doing
You
it
can watch them anytime
not
on
modified.
If
So.
you want to try to do it again.
Yeah,
Okay, I think that's about it, guys.
And I
Does
will,
anybody else have any questions? If you do, raise your hand before you talk.
Hey, Vicky,
Yeah?
did you see the mutt?
No. No, I did not.
Stand up, Chief. Look, okay.
Can you see Tim and Nina, Vicky?
yeah, can you see Tim and Diane?
Can
No.
you see him?
Go to the grid view. Big-
Yeah, I'm going up.
Okay.
Up the top.
There we go.
There you are. Well, we see you, Vicky.
Oh, there he is.
So pretty.
Oh, now I saw him. Yeah.
Okay, I have to say before we go, Vicky, I mean, I've always known this woman is like a phenomenal trainer, and she's literally saved our lives with our dog. But the tricks that she's teaching her dogs right now are mind blowing. So if anybody, Vicky, I feel like we should do like a trick of the day. Like I'll show a Ruger trick and you'll show a Jai trick. But it was so funny. So anyways, I just had to throw that out there. Find something new to do, guys, during this time where maybe you can't get out so much. Learn a new skill of some sort, maybe.
Brain surgery.
Let us know how that goes, Dave.
Yeah, you want to be my first?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
We also talked about maybe just doing like a little 30-minute thing like this, just talking like every other Friday or something too. So anyway, just it's kind of fun to see faces and see dogs, see Tom's cool paintings behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Sewing room.
All right. Well, until next week, take care.
you too.
Good work today, guys. Thank you for joining.
Now, to end meeting, you go down to the bottom to hit end meeting. It's in red. Or leave meeting, maybe. It's probably end meeting on mine.
I was gonna say, Erin, you can hit it off for everybody. And
Oh, okay. I will.
Wait, can Aaron, but can we stay on, Aaron?
Oh, yeah. So they need to leave. Get out of here.
She's saying that as politely as possible.
Okay.
It's in meeting. Bye.
So long.
So long.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Dave, do you know what to hit?
Oh, usually the back of my hand.